So in the last chapter we created the shooting system, so now it's time to create the enemy AI system. So in this episode we are building an enemy that spawns in the world, chases the player down and also deals damage. I'm Mark, this is Game Dev Journey and this is chapter 4, let's build. Now we are in the editor and as you can see, when we press play, this little icon, our tank shoots our projectiles, okay? So this works fine. But we need our enemy AI, otherwise it's not a game, okay? So for doing this, go in content drawer and in blueprints, okay? Content blueprints, now we can create our blueprint class. For this one I choose character, BP_enemy. Why characters? Because otherwise we don't have the character movement and it's important for now, okay? So double click on it and now we have it, our BP enemy. So for doing the same thing, we want to take our static mesh of basically our character, Ctrl C and go here, encapsulate component and Ctrl V, okay? So we paste it. So now we have the same mesh, but of course the color must change. So go in basic asset 1, okay? Maybe we can scale it a little bit, like, yeah, something like this, and we can compile and save. Now we have created our first blueprint, but for creating the navigation of this little blueprint, we need a volume. So basically, like an object in the world that you place and you decide the area, okay? That area in this case is as like an invisible map where AI can walk, okay? This little area, this volume, in this case is called Nav Mesh Bounds. So we can search it. Now here we can search for a volume and here Nav Mesh Bounds volume, okay? So is this little, okay, cube here, and now we can scale it a little bit. So here, okay, so this is of course our enemy area, okay, so the enemy can walk there. If you want to see your area, so where the enemies can walk, go here and show flags related and search for navigation. As you can see, there is this little icon. If you press, okay, we see the area. Of course, the green area is where the enemy can walk. For now, this is okay. So let's go back to our BP enemy, and now we can create a logic, so the movement logic. So in the event begin play, we want to set up a set timer by event. So basically, it's like the set timer by function that we already used, but with an event. We create a custom event here, and we can call it maybe movement, okay? As you can see, maybe we can organize a little bit, so move it here and move it here. This is a custom event, so basically we can create everything we need, everything we want in this event, and when we need, we can call it, okay? So in this case, this set timer, after some time, call the event. The time in this case is like 0.1, so not so much, of course. Let's compile and save, and now we can take this node and place it here in the custom event, okay? So when the timer is over, go here in this movement. So for this movement we want to get player pawn, okay, and set as a variable, okay? So promote to variable, so this variable here. So this variable, in this case, we can call it player ref, okay? And now we can check if this reference is valid, okay? So this one, okay, is valid, and the input object, of course, is our player ref, and if is valid, we can now search for AI move to. So this is a simple order, okay? It's a simple move to the player location. So for the pawn, we choose a self-reference, so get us a reference of himself, so BP enemy, and for the target actor, we choose our player ref, okay? So in this case, I prefer to get it here, so get player ref, go here and also go here, and the destination it's okay like that, because in reality we use the location of our target actor. The accepted radius, I want to choose like 40 or something like that, because otherwise it can overlap with our player, and we don't want that. Okay, stop on overlap, we can disable it. Okay, so let's compile and save. Now we can test it. So go in start level, and now we can simply drag and drop our BP enemy. So let's click play, and nothing happens. So after some debug, I finally find out what the problem is. So basically here in BP enemy, if you go in collision in the static mesh, you must select no collision. Okay, so the collision is only for our capsule component and not for our static mesh. Otherwise, literally the mesh collide with our Nav Mesh Bounds. So it was really a mess. Okay, so now as you can see, I drag and drop 3 blueprints. So now if you press play, as you can see, yeah, your enemies follow you. Okay, but of course the velocity is a little bit too high. So here in character movement we can simply change in character movement walking, we can change the velocity. So here the max walk speed, we choose like 100. Okay, also for the max walk speed crouched. Okay, so compile, and now if you press play, as you can see, okay, it's better. Okay, so we have it, but of course now we can set up the damage. Okay, so the first type of damage we can set up is when our enemy overlap with our character. So how to do this? Basically in your maybe in viewport it's better, we can create a box collision. Okay, another one, because in this case it's a little bit different. So we can maybe move it here and simply scale it. So we have our box collision perfectly. Okay, so if you go in events down here, click on component begin overlap. So basically when the collision, okay, collide with something, okay, we do something else. So in this case we must check if the other actor is basically our BP player. So how to do this? Basically choose cast to BP third person. Okay, so in this case BP character. So if it is a BP character, okay, we want to apply damage. This is useful for our next video. Okay, but for now you apply damage. Okay, so the base damage we can choose like 10. The damaged actor is our BP character, and our damage causer is our self. Okay, so get a reference to self. Okay, and for now this go well. So this is a type of damage. Now I want to create another one. So basically when the bullet, okay, that has a sphere collision, so here this sphere collision overlap with something, so on component begin overlap, and that something is basically our BP enemy. So we want to do the same thing, so cast to BP enemy and drop, okay, the node here. If it is a BP enemy, now we want to destroy the enemy. Okay, destroy actor, because with one shot you can destroy the enemy. But if you don't want that, you can simply copy the same thing, so apply damage. Okay, but in this case I want to destroy the actor. So when your bullet simply overlap with the enemy, destroy the enemy. So now let's compile and save, and maybe we can test it. Okay, so as you can see, okay, the enemies change direction when I move. Also if I press the left click of the mouse, yeah, okay, I can destroy my enemy. So guys, thank you for watching. We have created our enemy AI system, so the enemies chase the player, attack the player, and also die. So in the next chapter we will create the score, the health, and the damage systems. Okay, so please subscribe to follow the entire journey, and if you have some problems, drop a comment below and I will try my best to help. Bye bye guys, to the next time.